My name is Subodh Pethe. And I hope you have my contact number. Next 2 days, 16 hours total, we are trying to finish whatever we will require for JEE Advanced in trigonometry. It is of course dependent on you. We have planned it that way, but I would want you to participate, check whether you have understood the things that we are discussing. If not, we can spend whatever time required for understanding those concepts we want. Doesn't matter if we don't complete the entire thing, we will figure out how to go about it. But whatever concepts that we discuss in next 2 days should be clear to you, because this is the first time that is how we are doing it. We have not discussed so much course in 2 days so far. So it is our experiment also, it is experiment on your part also. But now you are ready for the show in 11th standard. I expect that you will receive these things very quickly, and if you understand these concepts, whenever you learn those concepts second time, I mean, it is going to be permanent. It will be very useful for you to solve different IIT JEE level problems. Okay? So let us begin. If you have any difficulty at any moment, just stop me and ask. Don't hesitate, because that is how we are going to learn. It is not just I will keep on talking and telling you something I don't know whether you are receiving or not, is not acceptable. Whether the moment you don't understand anything, stop me, we will try to explain it again, because that is the chance that you have right now. As far as possible, take down all the notes properly, which will help you to recollect the discussions that we had in these sessions whenever you visit those lecture notes once again. However, we have printed form of all the discussions that we are going to do, which I will give it to you once we are done. Okay. Now, how many of you belong to SSC Board 10th standard? Okay. CBSE 2, 3, and ICSE. Okay, we have also. All the three we have. So at least you must have heard the word trigonometry, sin theta, cos theta in 10th standard, and we have defined it for right angle triangle at that time, right? And therefore the syllabus up to 10th standard is in right angle triangle. If angle is theta, opposite side upon hypotenuse is sine, adjacent side upon hypotenuse is cos, and opposite side upon adjacent side is tan. That is one part of the story. All the reciprocals of this is cosec, sec, and tan, cot. That is right. And additional syllabus that you have is sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. 1 plus tan square theta is x square theta, and 1 plus cot square theta is. That's all. Done. Job over. 10th standard syllabus of trigonometry is over, and you must have solved several problems on this, and you must be getting very good numbers. Result is yet to come, so I am sure you will get. But trigonometry is not so small. Trigonometry is a tool. It is not a chapter. It is not a branch of mathematics. It's a tool to solve problems, and therefore, if we have a tool, it must be very good tool. The restrictions that we have put in school trigonometry is that it should be a right angle triangle. But every time it might not be a right angle triangle. I mean, angle need not be between 0 to 90. Angle. So now we are going to give a thought to that description that we have had earlier, and we will say, now can we expand our definition of these trigonometric ratios, and will they give us any advantage? Will they give us any edge in solving problems or not? And therefore, first thing that we are going to deviate from the discussions that you had in school is that there the theta angle was between 0 to 90, 0 to pi by 2. and angle greater than pi by 2 was not acceptable. Even angle equal to 0 was also practically not acceptable. Angle equal to pi by 2 also was not acceptable. So you were comfortable, or all those definitions were comfortable between 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2, any angle theta. Correct, na? 0 to pi by 2. But I want to know how much rotations, in how many degrees this fan has rotated from its birth. It will not be between 0 to pi by 2. Few thousand degrees, maybe 1 lakh degrees or 2 lakh degrees or something like that, kept on rotating. So if we complete one revolution, it is 360 degrees, which is 2 pi. If we make one more revolution, it is 4 pi, 720. And if we make 1000 revolutions, it is 360,000 degrees, etc. So I am not going to restrict my angle between 0 to pi by 2, and I will consider angle theta to be a real number, any real number, be it a positive, be it a negative, would be equal to 0. So I am just expanding the angle theta from 0 to pi by 2 to any real number. That is the first change that I would like to do, and I would like to see whether those definitions survive, or I need to make all the way new definitions, because it is going to be difficult. See, whatever theory we have developed so far in school, we cannot say, now you are in 11th standard, you scrap that theory and let us start learning something new. Not possible, not good also. So we need to do the work in such a way that whatever we have learned so far is still true, and we are extending it, we are making it bigger. So that is the approach that we will take and start working on it. So therefore, maybe to start with, let us first find out what do we mean by an angle. So what is an angle? Angle is union of two coterminal rays. Maybe that is good statement to begin with. An angle is union of two coterminal rays. Then what do we mean by measure of an angle? So we have to say that suppose an angle ABC is under consideration, then as per definition it is union of two co-terminal rays, ray BC and ray BA, and the letter B is common, that means it is coterminal. They start from the same point. Both of them start from the same point. Therefore, it is coterminal rays, and union means consider all the points on these rays put together becomes a line, becomes an angle. Now, the next thing that we would like to figure out is what is measure of an angle. Okay, so measure of an angle is the angle through which, let us call this ray as terminal ray, and this ray as initial ray. So angle through which terminal ray is rotated in anti-clockwise direction, measure of that angle is plus theta. So we are fixing few things. If I rotate the terminal ray in anti-clockwise direction, my measure of an angle will be positive, and if I do it otherwise, it will be negative. So these conventions we are fixing. It is not required to be that way only, but people have decided it that way. So therefore we are following their convention. So the angle through which, the measure of an angle through which terminal ray is rotated in anti-clockwise direction is measure of that angle. Okay. So these are the two things that we will require in the beginning to maybe start defining the trigonometric ratios that we have in our mind. Okay. Now, one more thing that you need to be good at is radians and degree. So maybe 2 pi radian is equivalent to 360 degree. So of course all other things, pi will be 180, pi by 2 will be 90, etc. And in 12th standard, whenever you are solving problems, unless and until it is mentioned that the angle is in degrees, it is assumed to be in radian. If it is not mentioned, then angle is in radians. If it is mentioned, it will be written something like this. So maybe up to 10th standard we were using 90 degree, 180 degree, angles in degree more than in radians, but in 11th standard onwards, it is more in radians, not in degrees. Okay? And therefore, we need to know this conversion also. Now, if I want to find out, or maybe we can do that little later. So, this is what is the fundamental thing. Now, you also must have learned to find out length of an arc. First of all, do you know what is radian? 1 radian. What is 1 radian? By definition, is it there in your board syllabus? Circumference. What do I mean by 1 radian? Yes.
The angle is separated by the arc which has the length of the radius of the circle.
Correct. Very good. So if we have some method of finding out this circumference, if I can measure this circumference, then what am I supposed to do? I start from a fixed point and keep walking along the circumference of a circle and then stop. The moment I cover distance equal to radius of this circle, then the angle through which I will be moving is 1 radian. Correct? And therefore, when we complete the entire circle, we travel distance equal to 2 pi r. Right? That is the reason why we travel the total distance equal to 2 pi r, because this angle is 2 pi. When angle is 1 radian, we travel distance equal to r. Unitary method. When the angle is 1 radian, we travel distance equal to r along circumference. When angle is 2 pi, how much distance should we travel? It is 2 pi r. Okay? Either you will remember it in this way or opposite way, that is fine. But whenever I am trying to find out the length of an arc of a circle, so the formula for length of the arc of a circle is, length of the arc of a circle is radius into angle, r theta. And here this theta is in radian. Here if it is in degrees, then our calculations will be wrong. So this theta is in radian, and that is how we are going to find out length of the arc which we will require soon. Okay, so having done this work, let us start discussing about trigonometric ratios, and hence maybe let us write down complete correct definition of sine. For the definition of sine cos tan, we have to look at the diagram, this diagram. And what is so special about this diagram? It is a standard diagram, x-axis, y-axis, origin, and the circle that we have drawn is called unit circle, and a unit means 1, therefore the radius of the circle is 1, 0. This intersection will be 0, 1. This intersection will be minus 1, 0. This intersection will be 0, minus 1. So we have to consider a unit circle. So this is our setup. We are going to define sine, cos, tan trigonometric ratios with reference to this circle, which is called unit circle. Circle in its standard position, that is center at origin and radius equal to 1. Now we are going to place this angle in this frame of reference, and we will define sine and cos initially, and then figure out how do we go about tan and reciprocal ratios. So suppose I am placing my angle in this position, and suppose it is here, terminal ray. A, B, C. Okay. So what is measure of this angle? This is the measure of this angle, theta degree. Right? And now we would like to find out what do we mean by sine theta. Okay, now we wish to define sine theta. Right down. Let theta belong to R. Now let theta belong to R, we are going to write it like this. Let theta belong to R. That is, R means real number, set of real numbers. So theta can be any real number. Let theta belong to R. Let measure of an angle be equal to theta. Consider XOY frame of reference. Place the angle in its standard position. That is, vertex along origin. Initial ray along positive x-axis. Let terminal ray intersect unit circle. Let terminal ray intersect unit circle at P x comma y. Let terminal ray intersect unit circle at P x comma y. Then sine theta is defined as y. Now this symbol is for definition. Now sine theta is not equal to y, but it is defined to be equal to y. Therefore one dot above that equal to sine. Therefore sine theta is defined to be equal to y. So what is this y? Y is the y coordinate of point of intersection of terminal ray with unit circle. Okay? Understood? Very important. I mean, we need to practice this definition. So, can you tell me, if my angle theta is 30 degree, if my angle theta is 30 degree, that means I am talking about this terminal ray. So therefore this will be the point of intersection. Therefore this will be my x comma y. And suppose this angle is 30 degree. 30 degree. Then sine theta is going to be y. What is the radius of this circle? 1. Therefore, can you tell me how much is this distance? Can you tell me how much is this distance if this angle is 30? Done in 10th standard or maybe 8th standard. 1 by 2. 30, 60, 90. Side opposite to 30 degrees is half of hypotenuse. Therefore this distance will be half. So the y coordinate will be half. Understood or not? Y coordinate will be half. Therefore sine 30 is half. Is it correct? Last year you studied sine 30 is half. So still it is true. So with this definition, now we have created definition. We are checking whether our old stuff is still valid or wrong. So 30 is working. Now can we change this to maybe 60 degree or maybe 45 degree? 60 degree. This is my x comma y and this angle is 60 degree. And I am interested in finding out sine of 60. That means I am interested in this distance. How much would it be? Root 3 by 2. So is sine 60 root 3 by 2? Yes. Last year also, this year also. With this definition also it is root 3 by 2. So seems to be working. So till last year you were working in this quadrant only when the angle was between 0 to pi by 2. And there this definition is definitely going to work because length of hypotenuse is 1. So opposite side upon hypotenuse is 1, therefore only opposite side. Right? Now the thing starts from here and it makes our life interesting. Suppose this angle theta is 120 degree. Then it is going to intersect at this point and I am interested in this value, this distance, which is y coordinate of that point P, should be by this definition sine 120 should be that value. How much that distance would be? How much? Correct. So this distance is going to be same. Therefore maybe sine 120 will also be equal to, so sine 120 degree is also going to be root 3 by 2. Correct? So I mean it seems it is working. So let us complete the definition of cos. Exactly same setup. Cos theta is defined as x. You look at x coordinate, it will be your cos theta. Okay. Therefore, theta sin theta cos theta 0 degree 30 degree 45. We should be able to complete this table now. All friendly angles and their sine and cos values. Arey, can you do this? Just quickly complete this table so that we understand these definitions correctly. And we understand 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90 triangles also correctly. Pause. Pause. Let measure of an angle be equal to theta. Consider XOY frame of reference. Place the angle in its standard position. That is, vertex along origin, initial ray along positive x-axis, let terminal ray intersect unit circle. Let terminal ray intersect unit circle at P x comma y. Let terminal ray intersect unit circle at P x comma y. Then sin theta is defined as y. Now this symbol is for definition. Now sin theta is not equal to y, but it is defined to be equal to y. Therefore one dot above that equal to sin. Therefore sin theta is defined to be equal to y. So what is this y? Y is the y coordinate of point of intersection of terminal ray with unit circle. Okay? Understood? Very important. I mean, we need to practice this definition. So can you tell me, if my angle theta is 30 degree, if my angle theta is 30 degree, that means I am talking about this terminal ray. So therefore this will be the point of intersection. Therefore this will be my x comma y. And suppose this angle is 30 degree. 30 degree. Then sin theta is going to be y. What is the radius of this circle? 1. Therefore can you tell me how much is this distance? Can you tell me how much is this distance if this angle is 30? Done in 10 standard or maybe 8 standard. 1 by 2, 30, 60, 90. Side opposite to 30 degrees, half of hypotenuse. Therefore this distance will be half. So the y coordinate will be half. Are understood or not? Y coordinate will be half, therefore sine 30 is half. Is it correct? Last year you studied sine 30 is half. So still it is true. So with this definition, now we have created definition. We are checking whether our old stuff is still valid or wrong. So 30 is working. Now can we change this to maybe 60 degree or 45 degree? 60 degree. This is my x comma y, and this angle is 60 degree. And I am interested in finding out sine of 60. That means I am interested in this distance. How much would it be? Root 3 by 2. So is sine 60 root 3 by 2? Yes. Last year also, this year also. With this definition also it is root 3 by 2. So seems to be working. So till last year you were working in this quadrant only when the angle was between 0 to pi by 2. And there this definition is definitely going to work because length of hypotenuse is 1. So opposite side upon hypotenuse is 1, therefore only opposite side. Right? Now the thing starts from here and it makes our life interesting. Suppose this angle theta is 120 degree. Then it is going to intersect at this point and I am interested in this value, this distance, which is y coordinate of that point P, should be, by this definition, sine 120 should be that value. How much that distance would be? How much? Correct. So this distance is going to be same. Therefore maybe sine 120 will also be equal to, so sine 120 degree is also going to be root 3 by 2. Correct? So I mean it seems it is working. So let us complete the definition of cos. Exactly same setup. Cos theta is defined as x. You look at x coordinate, it will be your cos theta. Okay. Therefore, theta sin theta cos theta 0 degree 30 degree 45. We should be able to complete this table now. All friendly angles and their sine and cos values. Arey, can you do this? Just quickly complete this table so that we understand these definitions correctly. And we understand 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90 triangles also correctly. Pause. Okay, let us check if you have finished. Now it is the same, I mean you have to keep doing it. Identify 30, 60, 90 triangle, which is the side opposite to 30 degrees, which is the side opposite to 60 degrees, and write the numbers. It will be the same numbers with positive or negative sign appearing at different places. So, what is sine 0? Sine 0? 0. Cos 0? 1. Sin 30? Half. Cos 30? Root 3 by 2. Sin 45? 1 by root 2. Cos 45? 1 by root 2. Sin 60? Root 3 by 2. Cos 60? 1 half. Sin 90? 1. Cos 90? 0. Sin 120? Root 3 by 2. Cos 120? Minus half. Sin 135? 1 upon root 2. Cos minus 1 upon root 2, it goes to the other side. 150 sin. Cos root 3 by 2. Now 180. 180 is pi. Sin pi is 0. Sin pi is minus 1. 110. 210. Sin is minus. Both will be minus. Minus root 3 by 2. 225. Minus 240 minus root 3 by 2 minus half. 270, that is 90 perpendicular. Minus 1 0 300. Sin will be negative, cos will be positive because we are entering fourth quadrant. So 300 is minus root 3 by 2 plus half. 315 minus 1 upon root 2 plus 1 upon root 2. 330 minus half plus root 3 by 2 and original position, that is going to be 0 and 1. Okay, but we have completed only one cycle. Now suppose I do one more cycle. Suppose if I ask you what is sin 390, sin 390, it will be 360 plus 30, and whatever is the answer for 30 is going to be for 390 because the picture is same, because terminal ray position is going to be the same, and so far terminal ray position is same, its y coordinate is same, its x coordinate is same. Doesn't matter the history of that terminal ray. When it is 30, it has not completed any revolution, rotation. Zero rotation before coming to 30 degree position. But when the angle is 390, the terminal ray has completed one full rotation and then additional 30 degree, and therefore it is looking like that. So the measure of this angle theta is not only going to tell us the measure, but it is also going to tell us the history of terminal ray, how much it has rotated before coming to that position. And as far as sin, cos, tan values are concerned, it is dependent on the position of terminal ray, and therefore doesn't matter if theta belongs to R, doesn't matter whether it is moving in anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction. Finally, the final position of terminal ray its coordinates of point of intersection of with unit circle will give me sine as well as cos every time, correct. So if I say sine theta is equal to half, does it mean theta is equal to 30 degree? It means theta is equal to 30 degree plus, but also it also means that theta can be any more angles. I mean, not only 30. 30 is one of the angles, but there are infinitely many values of theta which will give me sine theta is equal to half. In earlier trigonometry up to school, it was not possible. When you say sine theta is half, that means angle is 30 degree. Now it could be 390 degree also. Or it could be minus 330 degree. If sine theta is half, it could be, theta could be minus 330 degree. Because you are moving clockwise direction and the final position is at 30 degree. Right? Is this thing very clear? This is very important. I mean, if we want to really answer for any standard angle like this Sudarshan Chakra is going to help us. You need to have this unit circle in your mind. Terminal ray position. 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90. We come to know what that angle is as far as standard angle is concerned. If it is a non-standard angle, you are not required to find out the value because those values are not good numbers. So what you must remember is this. Very good, you are doing good. So now, our third friend is remaining, which is tan theta. So shall I write definition of tan theta? Let theta belong to R. All that description will continue to remain same. And tan theta will be y by mistake. Wrong, not correct. Don't try it. We would have loved to have tan theta equal to y by x, but we need to be little careful. Because if I look at x values, that means if I look at cos theta values, is there any danger? This fellow getting into denominator is throw us out of mathematics. Division by 0, not acceptable in maths. Therefore, the moment I say tan theta is y upon x, I need to be careful here. I need to be careful here. Because there are two entries which will not allow us to define tan for that value. And therefore, the same definition, I mean majority of the part of the definition will be same, but we need to be alert in writing it. Now theta does not belong to R. Theta cannot take all real number values. We need to figure out some values of theta where thing will become undefined. So can we list those values, say maybe in terms of radians? Pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2. Is it not? Minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 5 pi by 2. These are the values of theta where tan will fail. Definition of tan will fail. So therefore, what do we make? We still want to create definition for tan. Consider set A. A is a set of angles where all these people are sitting. Now, can we write it in set builder form? This is what? Roster form. List them. Set builder form. Can we write them? N? So n is 2n plus 1 maybe. 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n belongs to integers. So z is integers. This fellow is integers. So if I want, suppose pi by 2 value, so what value of n should I choose so that I get pi by 2? 0. If I choose n is equal to 0, I get this entry. If I want 3 pi by 2, what value of n should I choose? 1 I'll get. If I want minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2. है ना? अरे, if I choose value of n equal to minus 2, then I will get minus 3 pi by 2. For minus 1, minus pi by 2. So, in set builder form, are we taking care of all the entries here in this set? Yes. So, now what we want is let theta belong to real numbers, but not A. If theta belongs to all those real numbers except those dangerous people, then my definition of tan theta is y by x. So, whenever I am talking about tan of any angle, I mean angle does not belong to them. If angle belongs to them, I fail to define. That is the approach. I don't want to define. Arey, have you understood up to this point whatever we have discussed? Anything not clear or we are doing it in a hurry? Just stop me. Doesn't matter even if we finish only 25% of the portion. But that needs to be absolutely clear. And these are easy things, very simple. Okay. So it will be good exercise to maybe finish the tan values here, but that is simple. I am not giving you any time. You can do it whenever you want. But we just sin upon cos, if we do, we will get it. Sin upon cos, if we do, we will get it. Now, my next question is, remaining 3 trigonometric ratios also we need to finish defining. Then we are done with basic job of defining all trigonometric ratios. Those are 6 trigonometric ratios, and hence now with proper care can we define remaining 3 ratios: cosec, sec and cot. So can you tell me the definition of sec theta? Sec theta now. Sec theta. What should be the definition of sec theta? Sec theta, sec. But in school geometry sec theta was there ना? येस असंच विचारतोय, पण तिथली मदत घ्यायची ना आपण थोडी. स्कूल जॉमेट्रीमध्ये, स्कूल ट्रिग्नोमेट्रीमध्ये सेक थिटा कोण होता? 1 upon cos. So you would like to have 1 upon cos here also. So what is our cos? What is our cos? X. So what should be our sec? 1 upon x. But are we safe? Can I say let theta belong to R? You need to be alert. I mean, alert. Have we removed some values of theta where x is dangerous or y is dangerous? X is dangerous. So do we have already a set built for us where x values are dangerous, not allowed to be in the denominator? So do we have that set? So now if I want to define sec theta, what should be my theta values? What should I say about theta? Let theta belong to what? The way we did for tan, exactly same way we have to do it for sec, because in sec also x is going to get into denominator, which is not acceptable. Therefore the same set of real number values should give me sec theta definition. So in sec theta, what will be your starting point? Let theta belong to r minus a. Everything else is same, and hence definition of sec theta will be defined as 1 upon x. Simple. It's very simple. Not difficult at all. However, for cosec, we need to put in little bit of efforts. We don't have set available, readily available. So if I want to get into cosec, which are the people which are dangerous? Which are the entries? 0, 180, 360, they are dangerous. So can we generalize them? So let set B be n pi, where n belongs to z, set of integers. And if you take any value of n, 0, 1, 2, 3, all those values we have to remove. Then we are safe to define cosec and cot. Because we wish that cosec is reciprocal of sine. Now here what will happen? For these two ratios, value of theta will be theta belongs to r minus b. That care we need to be taking, then and then only all my definitions are valid. Is it easy or difficult? It is simple. I mean, we started with some definition, we took some approach, and now we are building on that. We will find out what happens when. So is it now possible, maybe I am not giving you time, but it should be possible to complete this table for all 6 ratios. And it is going to be a mechanical work. In the column of cosec, you write down the reciprocals of all of these people. In the column of sec, you write down reciprocals of all these people. Tan, where this is this upon this, and cot will be reciprocal of tan. So we don't spend time in completing this. It is easy. Okay, good, very good. So before I clean the board, let me ask you a couple of questions now to check whether you have understood it or not. Sine opposite of theta is equal to what of sine theta? Why? It was there in school syllabus. Therefore, hai na? Yes. No, I don't want that answer. Because it was there in 10th, you are answering, then that is not correct. Sine of opposite of theta is equal to opposite of sine theta. That answer is correct. But then why? Why is that correct? Theta is a measure of an angle, which is given to us. What is opposite of theta? Tu sir. Okay, so correct. So let us consider unit circle. Theta is the measure of an angle, and minus theta is measured it in clockwise direction. Therefore, this is minus theta measure, and this is theta measure. And now we are comparing their y values. So we are looking at y-axis. Correct, na? So I am standing here and looking at y-axis. Therefore, sine of opposite of theta will have negative sign. Distance-wise, both of them will be equal. If you look at distance from origin to this point and distance from origin to this point, they are same. But the sign-wise, they will be opposite. And therefore, sine opposite of theta will be opposite of sine theta. Okay? Good. Very good. Cos of opposite of theta is equal to cos theta. Why? This is theta. This is cos theta. Same as Rana. समझते हैं everyone on the same page? Cos theta, cos of opposite of theta, doesn't matter, it is cos theta. And if I have these two, then can I write tan of opposite of theta, sec of opposite of theta, cosec of opposite of theta, cot of opposite of theta is equal to, yes, tan of opposite of theta is opposite minus tan theta. Sec of, see, sec of opposite, I am saying opposite, you are saying minus. Technically opposite is correct, minus it's you are subtracting something. One something minus something means two numbers are being subtracted. Okay, and if you want to express of minus 2, that means it is opposite of 2. ठीक है? Okay, I mean just technical. Sec of theta, cosec is opposite of cosec theta, cot theta is, cot minus theta is minus cot. Good. पॉज करेला पॉज कर